Well, good morning. Welcome to another video on the channel. Now, today, I have no idea how today's going to go for many factors. One being, I am ill. I have man flu. So, anyone that's had man flu knows that you can't function, really. Oh, sorry, we're on the flight path here from Heathrow, I assume. So, yeah, not feeling great at all. The weather, pretty cold last night. Bright and sunny now. I'm just lining up all the excuses beforehand. I'm fishing a venue I've never fished or even seen before, which is the River Thames. Obviously I've seen the River Thames before, but not this bit. This is on the Farnham ticket. It's in or near Datchet. We've had a lot of rain recently. Not really much the last couple of days, so hopefully it's calmed down. And I'm lure fishing. Literally just got me my net, tripod, my rod, and a little bag on my back with my mat on to see what we can catch. Now, me and the Thames, we've never really got on. I've never done very well on the Thames. So I haven't got high hopes, let's put it that way. Plus, obviously, I've got man flu. And that will cause all kinds of problems during the day, I'm sure. But worst case scenario, I'm out getting some fresh air. We can have a look at the river, see how it's looking for future trips, for maybe barbel fishing, chub fishing, and that kind of malarkey. So let's make our way down to the river, see how it looks. Right, let's have a little look in the book. South Lee Farm. So I have come down. Where am I? Come down here. So off. Me book. So I think I will just walk down to the end and start my way back. Now, so you can see behind me, as I'm no Thames expert, hardly fished here before, I don't know if that's normal. It is pushing through and it's chocolatey brown. That could just be how the Thames is. It doesn't look ridiculously fast. There's a weir just up the way there. So that's obviously causing a bit of turbulence. So we'll go down the other end, have a little look, and then make our way back up. See what happens, I suppose. Probably going to need a bigger lure than what I've got on there. I've got a tiny one on there. So, yeah, let's get down to the end and make a start. Alright, well, I'm at the very beginning of the stretch. The only issue here is it's quite deep, well, quite high up from where the water is. My net will just about reach. But there is a nice little slack area. If I catch something big, it could be a little hairy, but I'll give it a few casts. Straight in. Look at that. Would you hadn't believe it? First cast, look at that. It's not going to break any records. Absolutely stunning little fish. Let's slip this one back and have another go, I suppose. Excellent. I wasn't expecting that. I really wasn't. Just pop that out. Drop him back in the net, I think. Oh, you can't ask more than that, can you? I mean, I'm not going to stay in this swim very long, just because it is a... You know, if I caught much bigger, I may struggle to get it out. I mean, I'll just fall down the bank or something if it was something sizable. Ooh, let's put the rod right in the way, shall we? Okay. Alright, let's see if that was a fluke or if there's a few down there. There's fish jumping out in the middle of the river. Lots of them, actually. Oh, there we go. Well, there's a few down there. I'm just letting the line sink as much as I can. Anyway, it's hard to tell because there's a bit of a flow here. There's a light, very light lure. Oh, another fish jumping out. It's full of them. And then just giving it a little twitch, letting it drop. Little twitch. And then just stopping every few seconds just to let it drop back down. The lure, actually I'll quickly show you that, it is pretty small. It's this tiny little, I think it's a fox one. Pro grub, maybe is it called? I can't remember now what they're called. But yeah, tiny little thing. It's one of my go-to ones. I always normally start with something like this because, well, it just always seems to work, as proven. Yes, here we go. Another wee perch. There we are. Kind of an idiot puts his rod there. There we go, look at that. Beautiful little perch. Absolutely beautiful. Wow, it's really helping with the man flu, I'm not going to lie to you. Wasn't actually expecting to catch anything. Me and the Thames, I mean, I can't remember. I fished the Thames a few times and I could probably count on one hand how many fish I've caught. Well, probably two hands now. There we go, another one. Oh, he's in the bush. There we go, we're up. Wow. Great little spot. Oh, look at that, fin up. Let's take that out. Excellent. Wow. Couldn't have started any better. just keep on coming. They are getting slightly bigger. That's a bigger, slightly bigger stamp. Yeah, lovely little fish. Absolutely stunning. Slightly bigger. Now, I don't know whether to just continue persisting here or see if I can move down and get something a little bigger. My worry is if they get much bigger, I'm going to struggle to get them out. I've got my net literally just here, so they can't actually go anywhere. But there we go. Let's slip this one back. Now, one thing I have forgot to bring with me is a towel. Yeah. Hands covered in slime. Let's try and give it a little rub on the floor. And then a rub on my top. As long as it's on the front so it doesn't get it all over the car seats, that's fine. I think maybe we'll give it a couple more casts. And then we'll move on, I think. Literally, it's near enough a fish a cast. You just let it drop. It's fairly deep, sort of probably 4 or 5 rod lengths out. And then twitchy, 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 twitchy. Obviously not going to work this time, is it? Oh, it's quite warm now. May have to take the hoodie off. There we go. Fish on. There is a lot of these perch down there, sort of this sort of size. Right, well, as wonderful as that is, just keep catching all those perch. And I probably will come back later on there if it's not very good anywhere else, but I'll catch a bigger one. And if I do hook a bigger one, I want to be in a position where I can actually land it. And I don't think it's going to be very easy there, so move down a few swims, see if we can find one that we can get down to. A little look in this one. I think I just found the one. Look at that. If you can see through the glare, little trees either side. Looks a bit snaggy in the margins, but this'll do. I think I'm going to put a bigger jig head on, or a bigger lure on. Go for a chunk. Okay, so slacks are needed. Can't cast into the flow because it's just too strong for these little lures. There's a bit of an eddy. Bit of an eddy here. This looks fairly slack. Let's give it a little fling around here for a moment. It is warm, and it's now not helping my man flu. I think this just seemed easier to deal with when it was a bit nippy, but it's bloody hot now. It seems even the what look like slacks most of the time are not very slack. I mean, I could put a much bigger jig head on, but that would mean a much bigger lure. And I think for perch fishing, I think the rules were anything over a 3-inch lure, you had to have a wire trace. And then obviously, technically, you're pike fishing, which then means I need my bigger net. So, yeah, I don't really want to carry all that around with me today. I mean, I could see the potential, definitely going to come back for some pike when it's colder. Then obviously I'll have to bring my mat with me, but yeah, so I just thought I'd stop, have something to eat, bit of a chill, sitting next to the river. I could literally sit here all day and just watch the river. It's so peaceful. And this is actually quite a rarity as well on the Thames. I say peaceful. The plains are not very peaceful. Apart from the plains, it's very peaceful. And this is a gated, you know, you have to go through a farm with a code to get down to this stretch. So there's no public walking up and down the path, which doesn't happen very often on the Thames, the parts that I've fished anyway. I could see how you could kind of do anything on this river, really. 2 rods out, barbel, lure fishing, perch and pike. Maybe trotting, it's quite fast though. Yeah, it really is a nice bit of river. And as it's blooming warm, my hoodie is now my seat and my towel. Starting to feel quite ropey now. Struggling with life a little bit. We're going to go for a wander, see if we can find some actual slack water. And then maybe spend a bit of time there. And then probably do one. It was only going to be a short session, as they all seem to be at the moment, but well, I've made my way down to the weir, which is behind me over here. Definitely no chance of fishing this bit. I'm just seeing whereabouts we can go from here. So I came down there and walked that way. So the weir's there. So just past the weir, you can keep walking for a little bit. That's probably what I'll do. Don't think I'm going to go miles. I think I'm just going to go just past the weir and have a little look. Should be slightly less turbulent up there. Let's hope anyway. All right. Everything is harder when you're not feeling well. everything. Oh God. Right, let's go for a wander. Now it does look a little bit quieter, no? A little bit less flow on this side of the weir. Obviously it's going to be flowing down towards the weir, probably quicker than it looks, but we'll give it a few casts, maybe move up one more swim, and then that's it, I think. Possibly go back down to where we started, see if there's any more little perchies there, and then bugger off, I think. Right, let's have a little gander here. Now, I know I've said this pretty much every swim, but this one does look perfect. Look at this. They're screaming out perch, and it doesn't look like it's moving at all for a fair few rod lengths out. Again, could be completely wrong. But I am starting to feel very rough now. I'm getting really, really hot, which isn't helping. So this is probably going to be the last swim, the last hurrah. May go down to catch a couple of little perch afterwards, we'll see. Right, let's set up, see what's home. Show you actually what I use for this kind of fishing. Now, this may be slightly undergunned for this kind of river in these conditions, but we've caught, so it's worked. So this is a ultralight fox rod. Sorry, I saw a cormorant dive into the water ahead of me. So this is something here. Very, very light. So this is a 1 to 8 gram with I can't remember what that is. £15, I think, something like that. Braid through to an 8 pounds fluorocarbon leader, and then obviously the little clip and the jig end. Very small, sort of fixed ball reel. Very, very simple stuff. That's why I like lure fishing, because I mean, no, I think you catch less lure fishing quite a lot of the time, but it's so easy and so light. Oh. Okay, so there is still a flow. Sorry, I was in the middle of explaining it. Yeah, so it's so light and easy to use and carry around compared to, you know, like a ledger setup or something. Most of the time it's just carrying one rod. And sometimes I do take multiple rods if there's a chance of a pike sometimes, not this time of year, but normally in the winter I'll take a perch rod and a pike rod. Well, it's strange, I really thought today was just going to be perch, perch, perch. After that first swim, that first cast. But the rest of it's just too quick. It's just very lucky to find them, I think. Tell you what I am going to do. big difference between the other swims that I've fished and the first swim is the lure. So obviously I put this one on where I had the little one on before, so let's put the little one back on and see if that gets any bites. Well, I've got a fish on. It's a wee pike. Oh, we spat the lure out. Oh, he's so cute. We'll do a bit closer to the floor, just in case. Now this could potentially be the cutest fish. Look at this. I'm not going to chin it because it's a bit small. It's definitely my smallest pike I've ever caught. There's a mat on my net here, so it can't hurt himself. Look at that. That is so cute. Oh my god. Right, well, let's slip this absolute beast back and see what else is at home. Well, you can't help catching pike sometimes when you're perch fishing. Luckily, when it's something that small, you kind of get away with it. Yeah, no damage done to the fish. Obviously didn't lose any tackle. Let's go around this side. Didn't lose any the fluorocarbon or anything from his teeth. So yeah, all is good. Just gonna have a couple more casts around the area. See if anything else is around. Oh god. My nose is hurting, my eyes are hurting, my head is hurting. Man, it's not the one. Well, I don't think there's anything else happening here at the moment, so I think I am going to go back to where I started, see if the perch is still about there, and then I think I'll head off, go home, bath, and bed. Another thing that I can't actually believe is there was one other car in the car park when I arrived. No idea where he is, because I haven't seen anybody else. He must be a lot further past the weir than I went. Apart from that, not a single soul fishing. Oh, you shut up. Which is crazy. This whole stretch of the River Thames, bar one swim somewhere, no one. It's so strange. I remember when I joined Farnham, I was worried that I was never going to get a swim anywhere that I went. You know, people told me it's so busy that, you know, you kind of have to be during the week angler to get anywhere. But what I can only assume is all the people that told me that are purely carp anglers, because I mean, yeah, I've fished some of the carp waters. I fished Badshot Lee Lake, and it wasn't that busy. The 2 times that I fished it, wasn't that busy at all. And I fished the River Way when the day after the season started, and I was the only person on it. So it seems if you're an all-round angler like myself and you like catching all kinds of species, then you can't really go wrong, because there's so much water for you to explore. I mean, the places I haven't even looked at yet really are the Gately waters. Now, one can only assume that that's where they all are, and they're all crammed round the likes of Mill Lane, North Lake or South Lake, can't remember now, but you know, the Gately waters, because I don't know where else they are. And I think there's something in the region, 4,500 members, so they've all got to be somewhere. Oh, I'm absolutely shattered now. Right, see if we can winkle out a couple of perch before heading off. Right, let's see if there's any perch still at home down here. Ooh, tree. Oh, come on. Definitely still down there. That was a nice fish as well. That would have been a struggle to lift, I reckon, that one. Never mind. Let's go again. Yeah, here we go. Another beautiful little perch. See if there's any more. Well, there must really be something about this little bit that these little perch like. Ooh. Another little cracker. Definitely got the lion's share of perch. I'd quite like to come back out of this whole stretch anyway, trot through with a pin, with a worm or something. That'd be fantastic. Thought I just hooked into a massive fish. Oh. Now, what went? Oh, my leader. Oh, well, I was literally going to say a few minutes ago, it's not often I come on a lure fishing session and don't lose something, whether it be just a lure or a trace or a leader in a tree or on the bottom. To be fair, snag-wise, it's actually been pretty good here, bar that one. So, yeah, lost the one. I've got plenty more of those anyway, because I do so well on them normally that I do end up stockpiling the ones that I really like. But that's fishing, and as that's gone now, to be honest, I'm probably going to call that a day, I think. So A, can't be bothered to tie up another fluorocarbon leader now. B, I want to go home and go to bed. But it's been an absolutely beautiful day here on the Thames. So quiet. At the most part. And I've had a few fish. You know, I honestly thought I was going to blank like I normally do when I come to the Thames. So I just assumed that was going to happen again. But I've had a fair few amount of perch, nothing big. I think maybe small dead baits, slightly bigger lures, and when it's not pushing through so hard, this could be a really good stretch for perch. So I actually look forward to coming back in the winter and giving that another go. But thank you very much for watching the video. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you on the next one.